Ang COVID-19 usa ka makatakod nga sakit nga makuha gikan sa bag-ong coronavirus nga karon pa lang nadiskobrehan diha sa tawo. Kini mokata gikan sa usa ka tawo ngadto sa laing tawo pinaagi sa mga droplets nga nagagikan sa usa ka tawong adunay sakit kung siya mo istorya, muubo o muhatching. Kining mga droplets nga adunay kuyog nga virus posibleng mosulod ngadto sa bakba o sa ilong sa laing tawo nga duol kaayo kaniya. Tungod kay mga droplets bugat, dili kini madala sa hangin ug matagak lamang sa sulod sa usa ka metro gikan sa tawo nga adunay sakit ug motapot sa mga butang nga anaa sa palibot. Kini ang rason ngano nga pagtakod ngadto sa laing tawo mas mahitabo kung sila duol ra kaayo. Sa pagkakaron, dili pa masuta kung pila ka oras magpondo ang coronavirus sa mga butang sa palibot. Tungod niini, gipahimangnuan ng tanan nga pirmi limpyuhan ang mga butang nga nagpalibot sa usa ka tawo nga adunay COVID-19. Ang ato mga kamot usab adunay taas nga posibilidad nga mataptan sa virus tungod kay kita mohawid man sa daghang mga butang. Gipahimangnuan ng tanan sa paglikay sa paghikap sa mata, sa ilong o sa baba tungod kay mahimo kining agian sa kagaw gikan sa kontaminadong mga kamot. Kung maubo o muhatsing, tabuni ang baba ug ilong gamit ang piko sa imong siko o kung aduna, mogamit og tissue. Ang nagamit nga tissue kinahanglan ilabay dayon sa basurahan nga adunay taklob. Ang makanunayon nga paghugas sa kamot gamit ang alcohol-based hand sanitizer o sabon ug tubig mao ang pinaka-epektibong pamaagi aron malikayan ang bag-ong coronavirus. Ang saktong pamaagi sa paghunaw makatangtang sa virus kung kini anaa sa kamot. Ampingan ng kaugalingon aron magpabiling himsog ug aron malikayan ang pagkatag sa COVID-19.
Ang maong pahinumdum gikan sa Department of Health.
This is a journey into sound.
Your number one local radio station.
91.3 Radio Talisayan.
Norman Radio presents your school at home partner, Region 10 Alternative Delivery on Basic Education. Be more, bringing excellence by maximizing and optimizing resources in education. Division of Misamis Oriental.
Everyone, especially to our grade 5 pupils. Welcome to the perfect world of School on the Air, where you learn as you listen. Today, you will learn to identify signal words from text heard, provide accurate instructions, and observe care and accuracy in giving, following directions. I am your host, Jefferson of Cabaligsaw from Talisayan District, Province of Misamis Oriental, Region 10. How are you today? I'm pretty sure all of you are excited and interested in our topic this morning. Sit back, relax, listen, and enjoy at this moment because in a few minutes from now, you will unfold new learning that would surely help you wrap things perfectly. Just a short review in a previous lesson, you have learned to identify the different meanings of content, a specific word, and to give the denotative and connotative meaning of some health-related words. Denotation and connotation are two ways of describing the meaning of words. Denotation, or the denotative meaning of a word, refers to the literal or dictionary meaning of the word, while connotation, or the connotative meaning of a word, refers to the emotional, suggestion, or other related meaning attached to the word. It may be positive, or pleasant, or negative, unpleasant. you can determine whether a word meaning is denotative or connotative through the context or situation given in the sentence. Now, let's have an activity in preparation for the new lesson. Do you have a favorite food? What is its name? Do you cook at home? And do you follow the right procedure in cooking it? At this time, please open your module and answer What's New Activity 1 on page 2. Read the selection about how to make an apple and hazelnut crunch, and after reading, answer the questions. Once I play the music, you will start answering the activity. And if it stops, you have to stop, for we will check your answer. Time is up! Let us check your answers. Here are the correct answers. Number 1. First, we sliced. Number 2. We simmered them in a saucepan until they were tender. Number 3. After adding sugar, left the stewed apples to cool. Number 4. When it was cold, we stirred in yogurt. Number 5. We decorated each dish with apple slice. And number 6. We used signal words. First, next, then, lastly, finally. Again, number 1. First, we sliced. Number 2, we simmered them in a saucepan until they were tender. Number 3, after adding sugar, left the stewed apples to cool. Number 4, when it was cold, we stirred in yogurt. Number 5, we decorated each dish with apple slice. And number 6, we used signal words first, next, then, lastly, and finally. How much score do you have? Are all your answers correct? Now I'm sure you will be excited to learn more of our lesson today. And now, I would like everybody to listen carefully and be guided on our next discussion. As I have said earlier, the lesson that we are going to discuss today is about identifying signal words from text heard. This lesson will teach you on how to identify signal words from text heard. Yes, my dear learners, you heard it right. So, do not let go of your modules. I would like you to focus your attention and be guided all the way with our radio teacher, Pamela May T. Balabag from Talisayan District, Division of Misamis Oriental, Region 10.
Normin Radio presents your school at home partner, Region 10 Alternative Delivery on Basic Education. Be more, bringing excellence by maximizing and optimizing resources in education. Division of Misamis Oriental.
Grade 5 pupils. Hi I am your teacher, Pamela May T. Balabag. I will be your facilitator in this subject. I would like to encourage you to be active listeners and follow instructions carefully. Can you do that? Very good. Our lesson is about identifying signal words from text heard. After this episode, all of you are expected to be able to identify signal words from text heard, provide accurate instructions, and observe care and accuracy in giving or following directions. Is everybody ready for the discussion? Get your notebook, pen, and modules because we will now start our lesson. You have just read the selection entitled Making an Apple and Hazelnut Crunch. We found words in the selection signals the step-by-step procedure such as first, next, and finally. And what do we call these words? They are called signal words. Signal words give the step-by-step direction or sequence in a paragraph or selection. First, next, then, after, lastly, finally, furthermore, next to that, second, after that, moreover, are examples of signal words. Signal words are important since it will help you follow the direction or sequence. It will also give hints about what is about to happen in what you've read or heard. To deepen your understanding about identifying signal words from text heard, let's have an example. Since it's pandemic, washing your hands is very important to prevent the spread of germs like bacteria and viruses. But do you know how to wash your hands properly? I will read the steps on how to properly wash your hands, and while I'm reading it, you listen very carefully and take note of the signal words that I used. In washing your hands, first, turn on the water, then squirt a dab of soap onto one palm. Next, rub your hands together until there are bubbles all over them. Then, rinse your hands. Finally, dry them with a towel. Do you notice the signal words that I used? So here, I used first, then, next, and finally, to show the sequence of the steps to be done. Through the use of signal words, it will help you understand how the steps are connected. Signal words introduce the steps in a process or sequence of events. It helps us put together events and tell us the order in which things happen. We use these words to connect ideas and in moving to another idea. For more supplemental understanding on identifying signal words, you can refer to your modules. There, you can get sufficient ideas from the different given examples. just learned on how to identify signal words. You did great by listening well. I believe you have now an ample knowledge on this lesson. That will be all for today's episode. Don't forget what I taught you. It has been a fruitful hour with you, our grade 5 pupils. Once again, this is Pamela May T. Balabag, your radio teacher on School on the Air. Thank you for listening and God bless us all.
You have just learned from teacher Pamela, your teacher in English 5. Did you learn a lot? Very good. We just learned about identifying signal words from text heard. And we will review those later after the short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the School on the Air for grade 5 pupils. We learned about identifying signal words from text heard from teacher Pamela. Let us have a short review of her discussion. Get your notes. Teacher Pamela explained to us identifying signal words from text heard. Signal words give step-by-step direction or sequence in a paragraph or selection. First, next, then, after, lastly, finally, furthermore, next to that, second, after that, moreover, are examples of signal words. Great! Now, you know how to identify the signal words from text heard. Do you find this helpful? Always remember, signal words are used to show order and sequence. So, we are done with our discussion. It is time to assess how much you have learned. Get ready with your notes and pen. Let us have the activity. Listen very carefully. Turn to page 4 in your module in lesson 21 and do the what I have learned. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Do not forget to write your complete name and the date today. Write the lesson number and assessment number. Are you ready? Your activity sounds interesting yet challenging, right? Don't worry, you can still work on it later because you will submit your output on Friday. Just put it in the designated Dropbox for English 5 subject. If you have queries or clarification, you can give and submit your questions together with your assessment paper. Your questions will be answered on air. This has been your host, Jefferson U. Aligsaw of the School on the Air for English Grade 5. We will learn more in our next episode. See you then!
Today's best hits, only here on 91.3 Radio Talisayan.